City of Arizona. The best summer of my childhood was spent in the Prescott National Forest at Girl Scout Camp. 8 years ago, I moved to Prescott to help take care of my elderly aunt so she could continue to live independently. Today, I'm honored to be a spokesperson for Occupy Prescott. Occupy Prescott is a nonpartisan movement led by principles, not personalities. It has no individual leaders, and we make decisions by consensus. To quote part of our mission statement, we share a dream of a compassionate, equitable, and inclusive society, and we employ only nonviolent methods to restore governance and self-determination to the people. Today, we ask the Prescott City Council, as representatives of the people, to adopt the Occupy Prescott resolution that affirms that people are flesh and blood human beings with thoughts and feelings. Corporations are entirely human-made legal fictions that cannot die. Therefore, corporations are not people, and money is not speech. People across the country and across the political spectrum have influenced organizations, local governing bodies, and state legislatures to approve similar resolutions. Polls have shown overwhelming support for a constitutional amendment to address this issue, with close to equal support among Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. Even Senator McCain stated that the Citizens United decision showed the naivete and ignorance of the Supreme Court. That decision gave unprecedented, unregulated freedom to large corporations, unions, and wealthy individuals to secretly flood super PACs with unlimited money to influence elections. Before you is a map that shows where similar resolutions have been passed in the country or are underway, so that you can see what a large movement this is. In the coming weeks, Occupy Prescott will promote this resolution with outreach to local groups and businesses by gathering endorsements and signatures of citizens who support it. Without a full launch, we have collected more than 600 signatures in support of this resolution. We seek to meet with council members to review the resolution and to get this resolution, or one modified by the council, on a vote agenda. Occupy Prescott asks the Prescott City Council for its leadership to call upon our state and national legislators to join the tens of thousands of citizens and local governments across the country to call for an amendment to the U.S. Constitution to abolish corporate personhood. The Occupy Prescott resolution has no legislative impact other than the persuasive support to action by the state legislatures and Congress. Here are parts of the resolution that get to the heart of the matter. Because people are rightfully recognized as flesh and blood human beings with feelings and thoughts. Because corporations are entirely human-made legal fictions that are not and never have been human beings, are not mentioned in the Constitution, exist solely through human-made laws, and therefore are rightly subservient to human beings as our legal creations. Because the recent Citizens United versus the FEC Supreme Court decision now allows unlimited money to influence elections. Because free and fair elections are essential to democracy. Therefore, be it resolved that Prescott City Council hereby calls on our legislators to join the tens of thousands of citizens, community organizations, and local governments across the country to call for an amendment to the U.S. Constitution to abolish corporate personhood, affirm that money is not speech, and return our democracy and our elections to America's people. The full resolution and a map of adopting to communities is in the packet given to each of you. For others, the full resolution and information about this issue are available at www.occupyprescott.org. To conclude, we the people believe that the government of our country, including the Supreme Court, has lost its way. That preserving democracy in America will come from the leadership of the people, all of us. Adopting this resolution to abolish corporate personhood is an act that Prescott City Council can take to show its commitment to a fair and democratic society. Thank you.
I read through a lot of this stuff ahead of time. Wouldn't all these things be taken care of by legislation more than a constitutional?
It would if legislation would be passed. There are bills before the federal legislature, several of them. There are some before state legislatures as well. This is in case, and it's to show that the people across the country want this to happen and that we're not going to let it go.
You know, when we talk about special interests and such, I mean, I donate to the NRA. I want someone to stick their up for me for the Second Amendment.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to go lobby Washington, D.C. I don't have the time to do that. Now, and the NRA is a nonprofit corporation, as well as AARP and a lot of other good outfits out there. We need to affect them as well.
Yes, if it's about money.
Well, just being represented in D.C., how does the average person do that outside of just simply voting? By you gather like-minded people together, and that's how you represent yourself through these nonprofit corporations and representing that. Now, and I understand a lot of what you're saying because I have the biggest garbage corporation in the world trying to bury me every day. But I could see that this would probably need to be refined and get a little more exact in what you're actually asking for. Absolutely. And I'll be happy to meet with you and talk about it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, thanks very much. Our policy, the way we do business, that any two councilmen, a combination of two, can ask for anything to be put on the agenda in the action portion. Today, there is no action taken on any item, so we'll be looking, we're working forward to that.
Thank you, Mayor Kuykendall.
Thank you very much. Moving along, item C.